Yeah, you also can use them on the teleports.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, should we start on the BJ?
Round begins in
Interesting.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Enemy scores versus d3rh4ns. d3rh4ns,
Yeah.
very German name.
Yeah, a little bit of standstill here at the start. Are we gonna have a fight on the light? No, enemy scores, reconsiders.
Heavy still not up, or still up. Now picked up by enemy score, so nice delay between the two items. Yeah, he only has a railgun. I think enemy scores should just push this with LG, like dual wielding even, but he gives enemy scores room to collect a lightning gun. But still, wow, the rails are awesome.
Ooh, here we go.
There
Good
are-
frag for enemy scores. Clean one with the mega behind himself.
Loses out on the heavy. Kind of wasted his dual wielding capabilities.
Yeah, I didn't get much value out of it, but I don't know, I still liked it. Preemptive on the fight on heavy. If d3rh4ns makes a stand there. Also now, of course, you can pick up those time shards.
I do still think that he could push that one. Like enemy or d3rh4ns just spawned. I don't think he had much weapons to work with.
Oh, nice rail.
So a little bit more of a risky play
Impressive.
could have been beneficial for enemy scores. And now they're just trading items. There's not really one player in an advantage right now. But those rails are so dirty. d3rh4ns is just, yeah.
They are nasty, absolutely
picked
nasty.
up.
Oh, no, the denial that
Yeah,
goes
this is
on.
revenge.
DLP push.
Screw you and your rail.
Get out of here.
Oh.
And then he scores cut on the LG again. But he has dual wielding shotgun, and we all know how powerful that is.
Yeah, it hurts so much. The
Yeah.
LG was actually pretty great, but enemy scores had an answer. 2 shotguns.
He had 2 answers, I'd say. Nice jump there. Ooh, enemy scores doesn't want to make the same mistake again. Being overzealous on the trap there. d3rh4ns using that LG again to great effect. Oh, good rails here by enemy scores. d3rh4ns just picked up mega, but doesn't look like it. Oh, that totem in the back there will save him. No, it won't. That was a nice direct.
Yeah, and the positioning of enemy scores just gives him so much more advantage. It's so much free damage he's getting. Ooh, this time around he decides to fall down, and d3rh4ns is yeah, not really banking on it, but still surviving.
Oh, d3rh4ns risking everything, going for that mega. Enemy scores gets it mid-fight, and that seals the fight. Oh wow, did he just avoid that totem and not eliminate it? I think enemy scores just did that. Oh, good rail. d3rh4ns now very, very low. Needs to find himself a totem. And I believe he just did.
Red Master.
Oh, gets that light armor as well with another totem. Enemy scores on dire straits. And here we see the classical case of one player dealing a lot of damage and the other one having full control.
Yeah, it's just great how enemy scores works with. Well, actually, the advantage d3rh4ns should be having, but it's the positioning of him. He's just waiting for d3rh4ns to walk into his damage. Doesn't really go out of his way. Like he's just waiting for d3rh4ns to walk into his
Oh,
damage.
that's scary. their hands almost fell down.
Oh, and even the totem does not do any damage. It was around the corner.
Ooh, finally enemy scores gets an item. That's how they taste like. Soon as enemy scores gets an item, their hands can't find the damage.
5-minute warning.
Rail misses from their hands. Really needs to find some damage, stop picking away at the stack, and that's how you do it. Oh, good rocket, ultimately nullified by the light on the bubble. Oh, now good damage from their hands. Enemy scores pushed up against the wall.
Yeah, it's also that enemy scores does not have any rails to shoot, so he finally gets 5 in the chamber.
Good job there by their hands, recognizing the positional disadvantage he was in. Oh, that was a cheeky rocket from the enemy scores, almost hits. Almost doesn't count, unfortunately. Great rail right after the mega pickup, nullifying it, and now we see their hands extremely low, and enemy score seems to be going for the totem. So not even that will save their hands for the time being. Oh, decent damage from their hands. Oh,
Great
good
rockets.
rockets
Yeah.
from enemy scores.
Their hands is just giving enemy scores so much opportunity to let enemy scores do on-return damage.
Oh, good job there with the machine gun. So much damage. Oh, their hands does get himself the heavy though.
Yeah, died for it though.
Yeah,
That's-
but enemy scores doesn't get a huge stack advantage here.
I'll give their hand some screen time. Let's see if he is the one doing the damage in the next fight. Oh yeah, he is. He jumps over the rocket enemy scores is releasing.
Oh, and there's a mega right there.
Oh, he jumps
enemy
down.
scores baiting the double shotgun play. And it works!
Yeah.
Oh, that was fantastic.
While the heavy was up for grabs, like it would be shared control.
Payback for what happened earlier.
Strangling fascists.
Okay.
Oh.
That gives their hands some screen time again. He did not get the frag, but did force a suicide.
And there's a mega for himself. So 2 minutes for 7 frags. The math doesn't look good. Certainly doesn't look good now.
No, again, enemy scores having the upper position, raining down rockets. Their hands thought he was safe, then he just jumped down with the railgun and again.
Put a fascist.
Damn, enemy scores going to town right now.
Yeah, I do wonder, like, his damage output is just going in a way that their hands is walking into it. But I'm really curious if they get into a 1-to-1 up-close fight, how he is handling himself. But right now, yeah, those situations aren't created by their hands. It's really enemy scores who is not really pressing the issue, just getting into a position where then their hands is walking into the damage.
1-minute warning.
Yeah, their hands was doing a good job early on with the LG, but all of a sudden, it's like he stopped using it. Trying to deal with rail damage, but walks into tough spots, walks all the time into enemy scores damage.
Oh, now
That
he's
is
in.
pretty good.
What?
Ooh, the player's quite low.
Why with the railgun? Oh no! He had enemy scores so low. still walking around the corner with the railgun, missing his shot, and on the double back, enemy scores already. He was prepared.
You win.
Yeah, and that's
You lose.
a map 1. 14-2 for enemy scores. So much rail damage. A lot of rocket damage as well.
Yeah, almost 1,000 damage more. Well, he didn't really work with control. Yeah, GG's by both enemy scores, just had the upper hand. Also literally the upper position in most of those engagements. But on Blood Covenant, their Hans has a super fast champion. And enemy scores has Visor at his disposal. I do think again that suits his playstyle very well. Just waiting for the enemy
that adds a bit of info.
to slide into his damage. So I like to see Darhans just being a little bit more careful when walking into the open.
Ooh, and here we go for map 2. It's DM6 slash it's Visor.
Thanks, Ebros, for the follow. Yeah, I will start on their hands. Curious to see.
Yeah, let's see how he fights back, right?
Sure. Yeah, and like Frey said during GerQC, you really need to use slash as an attack and get away champion.
Prepare to fight.
She's most worth if you like that.
Round begins in
Abuse the speed.
2, 1. Fight.
And here we go. Derhan spawning at the stairs while enemy score spawns on the bridge.
Okay.
And then he's wow, the nails. My goodness. Before any item gets picked up, it's the nails. Did the game start 1-0? And another nail.
Yeah, but like he's playing a light, so it doesn't start with any armor. So 5 nails and you're basically done.
Finally, Derhan catches a little bit of a break, escaping from that fight, but then he walks into so much damage.
And also, yes, his LG was not strong enough to push enemy scores away. Oh, now almost. Not good enough, and enemy scores can stack back up on the mega health after that fight.
When enemy scores keeps punishing their hands for being a light, basically. Right, the Hans has a little bit of armor. Oh, that could have been more dangerous than it was.
Yeah, it's just the Downs only has a rocket launcher, so not really the weapon to punish enemy scores for that high rocket.
That tracking was beautiful.
Now the Downs actually does the same super high rocket jump. And enemy scores does have the right tools to punish that move.
Oh, that gave him a haircut. Players missing their rails, and the Downs now in a bit of a pickle. A lot of LG damage. You can retreat. Hopefully, nobody retreats right into enemy scores. Oh, and what was that? Enemy scores gets caught looking the other way. That's a frag for their hands, and their hands is on the board.
Yeah, he totally lost his opponent hit fight.
Oh, now gets a little bit of control going.
Yeah, it would be awesome if their hands can get this next heavy. Oh, and again, the positioning from enemy scores is hurting their hands. He still has overstack on mega health though, and now fresh on the heavy.
The heavy. Now is the time to hunt. Goes for the railgun, and it's holding. Why is he holding this angle? Totally giving heavy to enemy scores, maybe. Oh, ends up not giving it away. That was okay. I take that back. That was a nice play. Still denying the railgun.
I do think like enemy scores did again a decent job of doing the damage. So their hands still not able to bank on his control, and now enemy scores does have the rail at his disposal again. 5 seconds before his vision is up.
Yeah, with the mega being right there for the taking. Oh, we're gonna see a piercing sight rail. Exactly. Oh, enemy scores missing one.
Oh, so much unreturned damage again. And a bit too predictable in his movement.
Yeah, enemy scores doesn't have the greatest position here, but should at least keep controls shared for the time being. Good angle, good rail. Enemy scores a little bit afraid of whatever their hands can do, but he knows the rail has just been picked up. Oh, their hands doing a cute maneuver here.
Yeah, and he scores basically plays the same game as he did in Deep Embrace, and on such a large map against such a fast champion, and he having the vision, it's benefiting him more in this matchup.
And playing the positional game, doesn't mind giving up items if it means he maintains a superior fighting position. Oh, this tribal is great.
5-minute warning.
Their hands buying himself a lot of time. Oh, the item's gone, but that's always a good position. Oh, their hands taking that rail, that was so huge.
Yeah, he needs to fall down, but he stays around and gets peppered down by the heavy machine gun.
Oh, nice rocket jump.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, and taking away this heavy from a slash. So important.
Oh, there we go. Possibly another fight. It's not to be. Their hands a little bit afraid now of enemy scores fighting ends up not pushing when he may have should have. Oh, great rail! Great rail.
And Hans got also completely stopped in his tracks because of it.
Oh, Dan's in a pickle now. Able to escape. Oh, enemy scores ignoring heavy. Oh, their hands. Oh my god. This is deep embrace all over again.
Yeah, it's just such a smooth way how enemy scores aims and hits. Just placing his crosshair, predicting where their Hans is going to move, and he basically only has to click at the right moment. And their Hans, yeah, also being a bit predictable, moving in a straight line, so it's easy to time those shots.
Oh, what was that? Ooh, and their hands falling right into the shotgun. With heavy right behind him.
And our Hans is definitely no slouch, but the enemy scores, yeah, his playstyle is just so effective against him.
The hand, right? Or the opposite, the hand plays right into enemy score's hand.
Yeah, I think that sums up how this map is the same as d3rh4ns.
Oh, and he even gets the final blow as the heavy spawns. This last rocket jump cost him a lot of that armor, though.
Impressive.
We see a bit of a fight here. Not a rail fight because their hands doesn't have it, but he has a machine gun. We're trying to pepper down enemy scores, but just not hitting any damage. Oh, enemy scores not forced to retreat, only on 100 HP. Yeah, nice retreat and then getting that rail.
Let's see if we can stream some positive energy into their Hans. Would be nice if he gets another frag on the board.
Oh, that was good dodge on the rockets there.
Ooh, okay. No! Enemy scores falls down.
So much work, so much good work the Hans put in, and all of it gone in the nick of time like that.
So, like, yeah, he had so much opening damage. What? Oh, no.
What was that direct? Their Hans is just trying to catch a break.
Yeah. He needs to recover from that one. Such a nice shot from enemy scores.
Oh, and again with a beautiful rocket. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that time's up for the Hans to make the comeback.
You win. You lose.
Yeah. It's a bit of a repeat of the deep embrace. But now there was so much more room for enemy scores to execute his game plan.
Yeah, and before we move on, Verok and the Noxious XF, thank you for the follow.
I'm just curious, right? How do you play against someone who just doesn't really play, just waits for you to?
Gotta be very, very slow.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to match.
Very slow.
Yeah,
Hide your sound cues.
yeah, you basically have to play the same game, but yeah, if you just want to frag and do damage,
Yeah.
like it's almost anti-duel, or no, it is more duel, but it's anti-deathmatch or something. Like, you really think to yourself, yeah, I need to get into fights and do damage.
Yeah, really. You really need to start lowering that score, right? Start catching up, but then you can't really do that because otherwise you're just walking the rockets and rails. Yeah, but it was a nice match anyway. Their hands at his moments there. Let's hope he has more moments now on Vale and Nath, and maybe he can get a win here.
Yeah, he does have a frustrating champ to play against. Like on Vale of Nath, skill quite effective. Yeah, so enemy scores. Takes the series, but we still play the third map because they are playing for points.
I will lead the way. Prepare to fight.
Okay, there we go.
Round begins in 3.
There are hunts. Take us away, Jones.
Fight.
Yeah, there we go. Nice fight here by Rocket Launcher.
How is your snack?
Just one cookie. One cookie.
Just as I say, take us away. Sorry, Jones.
Oh, we see a bull rush!
Oh, doesn't get him anything. Both players are missing their shots, but their hands has a decent stack to work with still.
Oh, the enemy scores is running on very low armor. The Hans could potentially chase this.
Yeah, still lacking a good mid-range weapon though. No,
He has a shotgun. Oh, good rockets here from their hands. But, insane rockets from enemy scores. Oh, good rail, totally equalizing those stacks. And their hands now a little bit more stacked than enemy scores.
He could have doubled back and tried to get a killing blow. He decides to stack back up. And that also means that enemy scores can stack back up. So, shared control. I don't think their Hans was the closest to a frag from both players. But that window has closed.
Oh, we see a bit of a missed rail here by the Hans.
Yeah, he has the bit of precision but falls down! Oh, and then the LG is great!
Oh, that's gonna kill his momentum.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
No. Bit of a blunder there on the movement. Ends up costing him.
True, I think like if he just was able to get this heavy and then...
Impressive.
Yeah, he still had the upper position but fell down.
Impressive.
Oh, and good rails from the enemy scores.
Yeah, converts another frag.
I will lead the way.
Their Hans just rushing his way to the mega and he misses that.
Impressive.
Enemy scores catching their Hans. Nothing is going his way really. Their Hans is not playing poorly, just like missing movement when he shouldn't. Missing some crazy shots as well.
Yeah, I'm also amazed that he now again retreats while yeah, we see it on the spectator GUI that yeah, enemy scores was just killable.
Oh, yeah, he was very low. Oh no, Walk's running to damage. That was not great from their hands, being totally unaware of enemy scores. Oh, there we go now. Durhan's getting himself some items. Enemy score shows a plate. The fire is decent, scares Durhan's away. Oh, but enemy scores chases. The element of surprise proving to be too much for Durhan's to handle. Now this could be a frag for Durhan's. Oh, use your starting shotgun. It's going for that rail frag anyway. Oh no! Enemy scores is 1 HP.
Yes.
There we go.
Still, the heavy gets the
After
knight.
the heavy.
Yeah. Oh, the mega health goes to enemy scores. But finally, something happening for the hounds. Oh, he pops his enemy into the air. Didn't really notice it right away. He could have done so much damage. Oh, he's walking through the fire.
I like the bull rush to the fire. I would have liked to see that bull rush into the health bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, or
Bull rush to the health bubble.
or
Don't take any fire damage.
or at least connect onto enemy scores. But he does have a rail to take revenge. And so much stack to work with right now. He really
Yeah,
needs to get
4
one.
frags in 5 minutes, definitely more than enough time, but enemy scores is gonna make it as hard as possible. It's a good dry bolt. Durhan's is really good with the dry bolt. Something we noticed on DM6 as well.
Nice. Oh, what? It's still risky. Ooh, I was scared that he was gonna fall before taking the mega health, but in the end he gets it. Enemy score still has a decent stack to fight with. Darhan's definitely not in the clear.
Oh my! Enemy scores is doing so much damage, and unreturned damage as well when it shouldn't be.
Yeah, blading the portal like he should. Nice. And again, actually, yeah, he gets away with doing so much unreturned damage.
Yeah, now enemy scores lurking in the lower areas, trying to go get that heavy. Oh, good rail from Darhan's. This might be the break he needs. Yeah, not anymore. And he goes in for a cheeky double peek. It's a little bit too much here. Oh, enemy scores just again waiting for his opponent to walk into damage. Oh, Darhan's without anything to his name. Don't think Darhan's realizes the mega's up. Oh, let's see. Shotgun will finish the deal.
Yeah, Darhan's hoping that one of those rockets would have been full-on connection. Who now overstepping his boundaries, wanting to go for that rocket launcher where enemy scores is already waiting. Eat off a weapon bundle
There
for
we
the
go.
home.
Best weapon of all time.
He was going for the passive damage on the jump pad. Doesn't get it in the end.
That's
Does
unlucky, yeah.
convert.
Alright, let's go, Darhan's. Let's see what you can do. Momentum on his side, most definitely.
Yeah, not in position for the mega health. I don't know what enemy score's doing. Ah, yeah, he does go to the item.
Yeah, should also get heavy, but not before laying a clever trap here. Ooh, 17 HP. Out looking famous. Oh, the suicide. Bit unlucky for their hands. But he can't get that clean kill, but still. Gets the frag, but gets fragged right back, and that's perfect for enemy scores. Removing the weapons from their hands. Oh, we see. Oh, their hands again on the corridor, but we see a nice bull rush. Enemy scores on 15 HP.
Needs to look out for the asset.
Oh, that was scary. Now enemy scores on 115 stack. Make it 140. He's gonna. Oh, he's gonna go for jump pad. Just to deliver the fire, but he's stuck there. The hands with a little bit more LG could just could have ended this. Oh, there's their hands with a good position. Nice LG damage from both players, and their hands manages to get that frag. Oh, but, beautiful mid-air from enemy scores. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it sealed the game. Last 10 seconds now. Victory lap here for enemy scores.
You lose. You lose.
Yeah, enemy scores too strong. But their hands, yeah, had definitely a nicer time with skill bearer on Vilfnov than on any other map. So thanks for the entertainment, both. The enemy scores.
Yeah, thanks for them both for putting up a good show.
Yeah.
And
scores
thank you,
all the
Floey, for the
way
raid.
with the better end of the deal.